Pete, seafood is in your blood, isn't it?
Yeah, geez, I had my first pair of wellies on at the age of 2 years old when my parents had their first fish shop in the wool stores in Fremantle back in 1989.
And an important part of your family heritage and culture is food and sharing food with friends. So what have you got for us?
We're going to be doing a squid and tomato pasta. So we need the chopping board. We're just going to take some of this squid and we're just going to carve it into nice strips.
Yep.
Okay, that's all we really want here. Mate, you're pretty lucky because two things had to happen for me to bring this squid here today.
Yeah.
One, I had to get the approval to do the recipe on camera from Nonna Corelli.
Oh, really?
And two, this is the last batch of squid that my dad actually had that he was looking forward to eating himself. So he said to pass on his regards and he hopes you enjoy it.
You've nailed it with them. What happens next?
Okay, we're gonna put the pasta in and we're gonna get that going. Now I've salted the water. I've just thrown a handful of salt in there.
Yep.
That's gonna go on for about 7 or 8 minutes, but you want that nice and al dente because you want a bit of crunch to it. As we do this, I'm gonna make an apology to my mum.
Yeah.
Right, the reason being is because I'm gonna show you a little secret here. That's a long-held family secret.
Right, we'll keep this between ourselves.
Yeah, exactly right. So I shouldn't really be sharing this around right now, and I'm sorry, Ma, but at the end of the day, we're not really gonna be able to get past it anyway. So you can hear that sizzle.
There's no oil in there, it's just going straight down, straight onto the plate.
What we want it to do is we want it to release all of its water. So see how we're starting to see bubbles form in the pan?
Yeah.
And that's the water coming out of the squid.
Right.
Now hear how that's gone from that low bubble to now that high sizzle again?
Yeah.
That's ready to come off. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna start the base for the pasta dish. So pasta's cooked, squid's ready to go. We need onion and garlic first. All right, now at this point, we fried off our onion, we fried off our garlic, a little bit of that leftover base in there as well. And this is where the tomatoes come in. Now we're gonna turn this down nice and low because we actually want this to become a little bit of a simmer.
What are we going to do with the tomatoes?
All right, we need to cut the tomatoes into wedges.
Right. Each week on this show, we've thrown our weight behind a particular charity. You've got one that you're particularly passionate about. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so my charity is the Smith family. And the Smith family help underprivileged kids with the things that they need to get a good education, like a good school uniform, clothing, shoes even, which is so important, but then everything else that comes with it as well, like pens, pencils, books, just the bare minimum stuff that they need to get a good education.
We'll be backing every single presenter that joins us this series with $1,500 to their charity, and then it's over to viewers at the end to judge the best recipe as well, and we'll throw in another 10,000. So we're going to give 25,000 away to deserving charities this series. So hopefully Smith family's it. The pressure's all on you to deliver with the dish, mate.
While that's sitting there for another 10 minutes or so, we could probably prep the crayfish for the salad. This came fresh out of the water off the back of Garden Island. So you just take your knife in there, you come down and you push through and underneath. And then same on the other side. Then watch this. Get your hands around it like that and press in, and you just start to hear that crunch. That's the tail breaking when it comes to the shell. Cut down the middle, then we're just going to follow it around in bite-sized pieces. Can you tell me about these cucumbers?
All right, so these are special cucumbers. This is one designed to grow in pots.
You know, just cutting this open, I can smell it.
Yeah.
And that's how you know how fresh it is.
Yeah.
I reckon 3 or 4 tomatoes will do. A pinch of salt. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil and basil. And then you're just going to swirl it around. And that's it, mate. That's summer crayfish salad. Let's finish this pasta off. This is literally the part where all you need to do is throw the elements together. We've got our squid over here, that's ready to go. We've got a little bit of this pasta water here, and I'm just going to add that.
A little bit of pasta over the top of that?
Yes, please.
All right.
We're going to try it. Okay. Ready?
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Subtle.
Oh, yeah. That is just sensational, mate.
And simple, right?
Love it. I love it. You've nailed it.
I know.